It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Look at the cash coming in. Come get your man, Slim Booker bugging me. Just see the bag, quit all that jaw jackery. Don't even me that I don't want none of it. If bad about it, had enough of it. Whoa, watch what you saying. Popping and shaking. Got is a laser, my posse dipping, I raiding. We act a fool for the paper. Had a dream and I made it. El Camino on Dayton's. Bitches guess over bait. Put the bread on me. Bet on my bacon. Look at me, baby. Look at me, baby. Don't I look like a million? I'm about to clean out the safe. Don't I look like somebody that just be bodying everything? All that talking is great, but I don't be talking. I air it out. All the problems have gotten easy to bury. I'd rather kiss on my. I've been broke way longer than I've been rich, so until it levels out, I'ma take mama to the Marriott and took me so long to get it, gonna spread it out. Let them know all about me when I'm dead and gone. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. I'ma need all the fries you can give me, all the hot sauce, all the pie you can give me. Better be all in that.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They go play action here on first down. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And they get him down, but not before he takes.
Defense is all fucked up right now. That's fine. Cornerback, not Humphrey, bro. Not fucking Humphrey, I tell you that. Strong safety.
Takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, it's Bell. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one,
Adam Coach, come here.
Can't get rid of it. He's
Come here,
taken
boy.
down.
Hey.
no doubt that's a very good play defensively right
Hey,
there. Because you've
Sonny.
always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big
Hey.
play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him?
Hey, bye-bye.
It also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Hey, bye.
On is the punt team now.
Bring
as
that
this
ass
one's
here,
sent
boy.
away. And Sanders now to return. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from
you
deep
actually
in
wouldn't
their
put
own
the drums on this
territory.
Why? Guess what? Eddie Johnson was just on the field and shit.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Let's go.
A give running left. It's Sanders. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Huh? How about a ring? Oh, I'm working on it. I don't know what you're talking about, cuz. I do not know what you mean, my friend.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Yeah, I'm streaming it.
On 2nd down, Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was looking for Gronk that time, and it's 3rd down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And it'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hey. 46.
Prescott from the gun. Escaping the pressure right. Man open, that's Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Huh?
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Over here. Right there. We're going to 54.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
Well, they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. Right back to him on first down. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Right there.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Now the Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd down.
Could be a blitzer.
Here you go. 26. 26.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Oh, nope, never had a chance. Well to the right, no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
It looked good when it left his foot, but he kind of sliced it a little bit, and he winds up missing it wide right.
And the Ravens taking the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battles in general.
That's trash, bro. Like, he literally walked right over
It's
it.
a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson dancing to his left. And incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Gun!
Jackson.
Come on, bro. He's open like a motherfucker.
And that'll fall incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. And now out come the Steelers. And they were in field goal range last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
Here we go. 4-8. Here you go. Here we go. 46. 46.
First down, Prescott. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And down he'll go at the 25. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a second down and 8 to start things out. Prescott looking deep downfield. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
I got two. Gun.
Now Prescott. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Now Jackson back into his end zone, finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they finally get him down as he takes it up to the 44. A big play that time for the Ravens. 42 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Artie Burns, the cornerback, brings him down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Now Jackson on second down. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Jackson from the shotgun. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it looks like Steeler football. It is.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Flash the stick skills on that run, but then stop shy of the 35. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a game. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. A first down throw for Prescott.
Oh my God, 25!
Maybe daylight in front of him if he could have
Big
held
baby,
on.
come on,
Instead,
man.
2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
Off the block.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Dallas Goedert, 29 yards. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right.
I need my boy to be in a slot, bro.
Does it. Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, Jackson. And he finds LaFell complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of the defense.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Now it's Jackson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It's a gain of 5, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! Hot! No. Check. Patriot! Patriot! Hot!
Again, Jackson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 53 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will get him one closer. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
But that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Switch, here you go. Gun.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
And the ball moved up here now to 2nd and 7 following the penalty. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that. But I think that they were right about this one.
Here we go, 46.
Prescott on first down.
Oh, first season pick, baby.
Picked off at the 22.
Let's get it.
And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Well, why do you go out and spend a first-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that. The rookie gets his first interception.
Exactly right, and you're trying to limit the number of plays and offense runs. You're trying to limit the number of possessions they have. And he was a guy that I targeted coming out of college and rated very highly for his playmaking skills on defense.
And now he has his first career interception. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21.
Hurry up, here we go.
Yeah, it's 7.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's
Indeed,
second
I
down.
did.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Thank me. You at Nia house yet?
Play action. It's Jackson.
It's a big play.
On the right side by Adams. And all the way down to the 35. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 47 yards.
Y'all having a
2
pajama
minutes
party,
to
but
play in a tightly contested first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
Oh, I'm mad.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. The left side throw complete to Adams.
Come on, baby.
And down inside the 15 he goes. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
No, Jack, Patriot, Patriot. Gun.
Now Jackson to throw on 2nd down. Incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd
Why
quarter,
a
lot of time to change things. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. And the Steelers signal for another timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field.
Oh, my God, I'm out of this.
Oh, that's offline. He hooked it. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. So what a let-off there. You figure that was an easy 3 points. Instead, it turns into nothing.
And from that close of range, if you start it left, your goose is cooked. And this thing, well, it never had a chance to straighten itself out.
Yeah. Said it earlier today. Like, we haven't been to shit that I want to do.
Go, get out there.
What movie? He sat through.
Trying to
Nigga, like
shake
that's
off the interception. He'll look to throw.
movement.
And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he'll get this one way up just shy
oh
of
my
the
goodness. He sat
45-yard
through
line.
Aquaman, dude.
That one goes for 24 yards. Prescott looks to throw on first. He's going to let this one go deep. That's caught at the 25. That goes for a gain of 31.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball
All right, that's not
downfield.
what I thought.
But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
What with this bullshit,
Now
bro?
contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5. From the red zone now, Prescott. That's going to be
Are you kidding me?
And he's going
What?
to take it in for a Steeler
You literally
touchdown.
watched the fucking ball go right past
First
him.
half touchdown passes now for Dak
gotta get this
Prescott. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra
that's good.
point.
That's good.
What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the
That's what
sideline,
they get.
special
Moving,
teams
bro.
defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and that
Love you,
makes
though.
the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Jackson on first down. Looking deep for Adams. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with
Like,
10
what the
seconds
fuck?
left. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. Now, line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Jackson now on 2nd and 10. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Jackson. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pick up there, 26 yards. This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Jackson now. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another 1st down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
On 2nd down, Jackson.
Man, that's bullshit, bro.
Steelers take him down. Ryan Shazier.
Fucking trash, man. He's walking right the fucking middle of my defense, bro. All right, cool, man.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other
I wonder
side
why
of
you
the
can
football.
And old Mo,
I wonder why.
is a
He just
very,
walked down the
very
middle of our
fickle
fucking
man.
defense like I'm a nobody.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a 1st.
Under the category of obvious, you hate giving up a 1st down on 3rd and long. And somehow he finds his way downfield and picks it up.
Yeah, if you look at the coverage defensively, oh, this is great, but no one accounted for him at the quarterback spot.
At some point, you actually have to tackle him and get him on the ground short of the 1st down marker.
A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Gun!
Jackson looking to throw on 2nd down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Let's
It
go,
was
man.
surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good, and we are tied at 14. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
Well,
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Under. Woo. Man, I got you. Here we go. 47. 26.
And they'll run it here. And he'll go down at the 28. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
It's coming now.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. And Duke Riley will get credit for the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Take 47.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott throwing right, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. They'll run it now out of the gun. He gets away from one. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, there's the option going
Bullshit,
left.
bro.
He probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line.
God damn, bro. Like, what the fuck?
The Ravens on 3rd down.
Oh,
Converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Throwing is Jackson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact.
Oh, my God, bro.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And taken right on the 30. Given 11 yards that time on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him.
Now Bell hit across the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens.
Defense, boy, let's get it.
Taken across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet there are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now Jackson on 2nd down. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. They go play action now. Jackson. And a right side completion here by LaFell. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A very solid gain of 27. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum. And when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
A second down throw for Prescott. He's going to launch this thing. He's got him.
Are you kidding me, bro? Like, what?
And all the way down to the 35.
Come on, man.
It's a big play there for the Steelers. And even 40 yards.
Like, ain't no fucking way, fam. Like, that shit makes no fucking sense.
Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
46.
Now they'll run it on the toss. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Hugo, 46. Move. Get out. 26.
Second down, Prescott. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
And the Steelers on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. And they still need 6 yards here on third down after the penalty. Prescott from the gun.
Yes, sir. Stop playing with me, bro. I'm going to let you keep throwing that shit.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot
of out of here, honey. Fuck you mean, boy?
To run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
No. Check. Patriot.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Another run with Sanders. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. The Ravens on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now Jackson. Oh, he stays up. They shakes him off. He's got Adams on the hookup. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
From the gun, it's Jackson.
That's so stupid, yo. That's so stupid. He's
I'm not
doubled.
sure how to judge that
He's
one. Maybe didn't have
doubled.
enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been
Fuck
off.
outta here,
Maybe some
bro.
fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now they'll run it on the toss.
Oh, my goodness.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
What the fuck? I'm running the same fucking play, and I don't get that edge.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go 46. Here we go 47. Woo. Hey, 47. 26.
Back to the ground, this time with Bell. The 20. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a 1st down.
So fucking dumb.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
26.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Go, get out there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
26.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. They come out here in the eye. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell taking it in. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. important extra point up and through.
We missed that shit, man. Come on now. It's fucking bounced off the upright.
Field goal now can only tie it.
Oh my God, bro.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send
Bounced
this
off
one
the
away.
fucking upright, man.
Sent to return it. Here's Turner. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
So good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Running right, here's Sanders.
What the fuck?
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line.
Like,
That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for
what
second
fucking
down.
sense does that make, my nigga? Like, why would you spin right?
Now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
He's back to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. This is where you learn a lot about rookie quarterbacks. How can they run that 2-minute drill? We're about to find out.
Yeah, and for them, it's not just proving it to guys like you and me watching the game and trying to beat a defense. It's proving it to their teammates that they can have the confidence in them when they line up in these situations.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
No. Check. Patriot. Detroit.
They'll look to throw. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route.
Get in there, Sammy. Let's get it, boy.
Short down at the
Fuck outta here, nigga.
yard line. Now the Steelers put a
Out
stop to
here,
the
man.
action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll try and sneak it here. And he'll get in.
We in there, boyo.
Touchdown, Baltimore.
Come score.
Lamar
Come get me.
Jackson in the final minute. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah,
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But, you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed him. Instead, second down. Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Open there, right side is cut, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
47.
Prescott.
Got him, Coach! Come here,
There
boy!
he goes.
Let's get it!
Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Now they do indeed get the timeout, so all is not lost. They'll have a chance for one final heave to the end zone. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, get that. Let's go, get out, get out. Here we go, 47. 26.
One last shot now for Prescott. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for Baltimore, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they'll have another road date next week with the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
yard bandana. Big, a lot of like to a birthday party in a phantom. Big, like a dinosaur did it. And you know, shining like acrylic. Yeah, but had cornrows. I can see you hang with the door closed. Now I'm looking for a glove with a sparkle on it. And my got chocolate on it. Big bank, take small. Bank account on some talk. Attitude on some bank roll on what it do, boo. He had the roulette vibe. And if I ain't did it yet, I'll try.
Big bank, tight, low bank, bank. Big bank, tight, low bank, bank. Type of money you gon' need to sight. The type of money you gon' need to buy. From the hood, this type of money make you stay away. Type of money gon' let you. Big bank, tight, low bank, bank. Big bank, tight, low bank.
She said, what you gon' do if I leave? I said, I'ma do me. B.I.G. Everything zoomed in. Big on me looking like I'm moving in. Got my foot in the door and we still here. I'm a first generation millionaire. I broke the curse of my family not having. I'm passionate like it's after more than just cashing. Feed me to the wolves, now I lead the packing. You boys all cap, I'm more Colin Kaepernick. I'm rare as affordable healthcare. Or going to wealth from welfare. I turn my W's to yeah, those. I might buy a red bottoms with the crypto. 3 coins, that'll pay your whole semester. But you gotta better than a Tesla.
Big bank, tight, low bank, bank. Big bank, tight, low bank, bank. Type of money you gon' need to sight. The type of money you gon' need to buy. From the hood, this type of money make you stay away. Type of money gon' let you. Big bank, tight, low bank, bank. Big bank, tight, low bank, bank.
Back again, back to back, made back, stacked it. I'm a Slim Shady, the M. Once he black, he'll be back again. Tell him that it's crunch time abdomen. Yes, I caught Mad Chanel and Mad Javin. She did it again, imagine them. About to make these bumps mad again. Back to them. I lead the pack, so my back's to them. Yup, the queen's back, what's happening? Rerun, about to make these rap again. Diamond chains on my ankle. Young money in the cut like a tail tip, rubber bands on my bankroll. Show my like a
Big bank, tight, low bank, bank. Big bank, tight, low bank, bank. Type of money you gon' need to sight. The type of money you gon' need to buy. From the hood, this type of money make you stay away. Type of money gon' let you. Big bank, tight, low bank, bank. Big bank, tight, low bank, bank.
They call a podcast Poppy. King goes, I see they tryna copy. Diamonds in the chains, bust down wrists. And you ain't never seen no like this. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold.
I be out on a late night, opposite a play fight. See slime break night, this break night. My wrist watch is like a break light. And you can get it right on your gravesite. So tell me something I don't know. $50 pizza when I'm eating in Soho. I heard that you in love with the stuff in your in hate me, they hate me. What should I do? Keep getting money. It's funny, I was just like you. Super Bowl Sunday. With the facts. Security guard told Kevin Hart to relax. Oh!
Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold. Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold.
I reinvented myself, they sorta hated it. I reinvented myself and upgraded it. Traded in the Jews, copped a couple new ones. Lost a couple friends and got a couple new ones. Upstairs and downstairs, the balcony. These oceanside views, the alchemy. Ain't nothing crazy like the city in the summertime. So when it's winter, I still be on my summer grind.
Handle your business. Handle your business.
Loyal and honor, don't break no bro codes. The more red rose, max with the rose gold. Whoever counted me out, they can't count. Oh!
Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop whole game in the chokehold. Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop whole game in the chokehold. They call a podcast Poppy. Kinkos, I see they tryna copy. Diamonds in the chains, bust down wrists. And you ain't never seen no like this. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop whole game in the chokehold. Chillax, 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 chillax. Chillax, 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 chillax. Chillax, 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 chillax. Chillax, 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 chillax. Relax, 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 relax. Oh, relax, 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 relax. Oh, relax, 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 relax. Oh, relax, 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 relax. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop whole game in the chokehold.
I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I'm gonna hold it down, I swear. I rolled up and I'm smelling like a right now. I do this for my rounds, yeah. Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in a good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take my. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall. Chillin' like a boss with my feet up. Got a bag for him with a visa. Pulling up the no the leader. Getting that while I'm on the. She's a keeper. No play burritos. Get to the pesos with amigos. I cannot with no zeros. Don't you when I can't show you no love, baby. Yeah, I'm a I am a boss in the cut. Mayday. Bubbles and these models and it's popping, I tip her. I skip her, I give her the. Girl, you on my line right now. Yeah, can see the signs right now. Feeling like a boss right now. Feeling like a boss right now. And you just in the sauce right now. Dripping in the sauce right now. Get a sprinkle up my style. I'm about to lock down. Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take my. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall. I feel like a boss right now. Talk, I'm the man right now.
Friday, this is sweet. Saturday, that's just what I say. I say, babe, it's a. He said it's a. Them pretty. You look like Beyonce. Looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah. Money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me. And I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway. Looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back, woo. Money back, money back, money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids. And they gang, so don't be talking sideways. Salty, they sodium, they jelly, petroleum. Always talking in the background, don't never come to the podium. Chef Cardi B, I'm up. I see you like the again. Why you was sleeping on me? I'm in 40 bands by 4 p.m. Baby, take everything you want. I'm like a walking. I don't understand what this hate is about. How you gon' your man with my name in your mouth? I do the Maybach on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday, that's just what I say. I say, it's a. He said it's a. Them pretty. Look like Beyonce. Looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah. Money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me. And I put my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway. Looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back, woo. Money back, money back, money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids. And they gang, so don't be talking sideways. Sideways, sideways.
I like when birds come in. Sounds like I see seats in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that, full of back. I got a girl, Brad. She go to battle. Melody low to the tag. I go in back of the. They all from that. My diamonds, they all look at. This, that. I go to bed on bed. I got the demon on flat. I got a in the back. Haters, they talk the chat. They step on the rock, don't man. I'm a K-back. 400K. I found out where you lay at. I got the lurking and they hate cats.